because you know the offense, you know the guys, you know everything?
Man, like I said,
All right.
there's a lot of things that have to be right, you know. So it's not up to you.
And then you mentioned
Welcome to the pre-show.
Is that a goal of yours?
Yeah.
Something that you feel pretty proud of?
Welcome to the
I just sent it to you, bro.
What, the Calvin thing?
Yeah.
Oh, I got it. I found it on. I was on YouTube the whole time trying to find them all. Yeah.
Gotcha. Yeah.
Yeah. Welcome to the pre-show. Welcome to the pre-show. We about to start the show, yo. Welcome to the pre-show. Welcome to the pre-show. Welcome to the Hey. Welcome to the
Let's get it popping.
Yeah. You know it? Freebirds! Yeah. Going all the way, all the way. Watch how these pieces get moving like Hasbro. You know ain't no con in these raps, so I'm trying to be calm when it comes to the cash flow. You know talking till I die from the city we ride, no matter the outcome. You know when you out, watch your mouth in the jungle, a lot of them never escape from. Agent J when I bait some, 28 in my bag like I'm Freddie T. Agent K when I'm holding the city down, blocking all of the haters like Tony B. It's our year every year, if you quoting me, we gon' see on the field. They know the county, I scream it wherever I go. When I bleed, I just see black and teal. Feel like Brunel when the plays is in action. Every line that I flow always solid, that mean I ain't worried about pockets collapsing. He may go all the way, running the S's and O's, gotta love how it happens. You ain't part of the gang, I ain't gotta explain why we ain't got no room on the wagon. MIT is the Army, the Navy, the greatest is Jimmy and Keenan, the ultimate package. Ooh, never can care how you feel. You are now in the mix with the men and Teal. Nothing but facts inside these conversations. Keep it 100, the law of the nation. With all the smoke, we can meet at the debate. You know the location. Executing the play when the ball cross the plane, that's the game. Hit my little celebration. Then all I can hear is them saying, yeah. Then all I can hear is them saying, yeah. All I can hear is them saying, ooh. You know it? Yeah. Freebirds.
Welcome to the Men and Till podcast. I am your host, the cannabis analyst, and as always, I'm rocking with J to the I to the M.B.O.
Oh,
And
You are now in the mix with the Men and Till.
J.I.M.B.O.
yo, what up, brother?
Yeah, man, you saw that Jaguars game this week?
Yo,
Of course not,
Madden.
because we fucking suck.
Madden. Oh, I saw the game that we should have played in.
Yeah.
But, don't even want to talk about that. Yo, welcome everybody. Welcome. Thanks for coming to hang out with us for a minute. This ain't gonna be long. Obviously, Jaguars aren't playing. Um, more rumors than actual news is out there right now. So we just want to come on here and just give more thought to the season that was, and it sucks, man. Like it doesn't hurt as bad as it did last week. You know, like the pain is fading. Like I'm getting over it, but I'm still feeling it, bro. I'm still feeling the pain of that we're not in the postseason, bro. And I'm gonna tell you what keeps the wound open is seeing Houston have success right now. And look, man, I'm gonna say this: you can root for whoever you want to root for, dog. But if you root for Houston, because they're in the AFC South, like y'all on some like, well, SEC or whatever, you know, like that dumbass shit, bro. You're tripping. You're fucking tripping. I don't know what kind of fucking Jaguar fan you are, bro. To root for the motherfucker that really came up and just took your spot. Took that shit. So I hope Baltimore beats their brains in. You know what I'm saying? Like, yo, if I can't have it, I don't want them to have it. I don't want Indy to have it. I don't you feel me? Like, no, bro, not in the division. Bro, we wouldn't hear the end of that shit.
At all.
We would never hear the end of that shit. CJ Stroud, a rookie. D'Amico Ryans, rookie head coach. Take a nobody Houston team that wasn't supposed to do shit and go all the way. God forbid, win it? Nah, fuck that. Hell no, bro. Hell no. Bro, we would never hear the end of it. We wouldn't, bro. We wouldn't. And you would see so many Houston fans. That's the other thing that pisses me off. You'd see so many Houston fans come out the woodwork at that point. You know what I'm saying? That's the next thing that really pisses me off about it. So yeah, bro, I hope that the Ravens bash their fucking heads in, bro. I hope the Ravens bash their heads in. But fuck all that, bro. Let's talk about what there is to talk about the Jags, bro. So couple things that we can confirm. So they did their future reserve contracts, right? Um, 5 people were let go. 3 of them uh, are names that most people know. One of them being Snoop Connor. So Snoop is officially off of the roster. The other is the wide receiver Jacob Harris, and they recut quarterback EJ Perriman. So Snoop is officially off the team. He is on the street. Somebody can pick him up if they want to. Um, when the league reopens. But yeah, dog. These defensive coordinator interviews right now, shit's going crazy. Any name that you saw that interests you right now?
Not really. Mostly just because I haven't, researched any of the names that I've seen.
Mm-hmm.
I know the Atlanta coach, the Atlanta DC, he turned their defense
Yeah,
around. He was
yeah,
like,
Nielsen.
he flipped their defense from the bottom of the
Yeah,
league to the top tens of the
top
league.
10. Yeah, I think they're like 7th.
Mm-hmm.
I think they were 7th.
It's
And
like like
Carolina blocked. God, I can't think of his name, but they blocked their defensive coordinator. They're gonna interview him for the head coaching job.
we talking
So
about the guy. Talking about the guy that they just lost 26-0 the other day, and then 40-something-0 the next week.
you know,
Okay.
I mean, they had a top 5 defense.
Yeah.
So I mean, you know what I'm saying? It's the end. The last 2 games of the year really don't mean shit when you have how many wins they have? 3, 2.
Yeah, whatever. Yeah, true.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying. So who cares? But but the totality of their work, he had them as like a top 4 defense or some shit like that. So, but but yeah, dog. Uh, this team, bro. This team. I said it on the last show that I still have hope that 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 was my good, right? Like my good was the fact that I have hope that this team is going to make the right moves. We're going to turn it around. Um, you and I had a conversation off air, and we were talking about the Calvin Ridley. Would we re-sign him?
Mm-hmm.
And my stance is like, look, a lot of people are saying, well, if we re-sign him, we're going to have to give him money, and we lose a second round pick. I'm kind of the stance of to the people who already feel like, well, we don't make good draft picks anyway. Then what does it matter? Like, what does it matter if we have to give up a second round pick if the majority of the fan base feels like we don't pick good worth of shit anyway in the draft, right? At least you get a proven commodity in Calvin Ridley. The only downside is that you paid him. It's not
Mm-hmm.
like what you would pay a rookie on a rookie deal, obviously. But again, as far as the draft pick goes, who cares? If you feel like the Jaguars don't know how to draft, or Trent Baalke doesn't know how to draft, or whoever you're gonna put the blame on, like who gets it, that's the other crazy thing to me about some of the fans out here is who gets the credit for who gets drafted. I had people argue up and down with me about, oh no, these are Urban Meyer's picks. And then no, that was a Doug Peterson pick. Trent Baalke. So what does Trent do? Like, what does Trent? If ain't none of these picks his, like, what does Trent do? Like, what is he there to? What is he getting paid for? It's just like the shit that people say. It blows my mind. But anyway, if you're in that camp that think that Trent Baalke or whoever's making the picks can't make picks for the Jaguar organization, then then just think about it as you got Calvin Ridley in the second round. That's the best thing I can offer you, man. Just uh, think about it as, man, we did use the second round pick and we got something good. We got a proven commodity in Calvin Ridley. And I do think that if another year in the system, another year with Trevor, even if the only way this isn't possible is if in reality him and Trevor were bumping heads and they didn't get along. But I don't think so. I just think, matter of fact, he said it in an interview. He said that Christian Kirk and Evan and Zay, they had real good chemistry with Trevor. He said, man, I came in and I came in the very next day. As soon as they told me the suspension's over with, came in the very next day. And then, I started throwing with Trevor. He says, man, we tried everything. We threw, we ran, we really worked hard. It just wasn't enough. It wasn't enough time. Right. So I think a good all season. plus he actually admitted something about himself as a football player. Calvin admitted, he said, you know what, I realize, there's stuff that I need to do in the off season, right? And he said he's gonna go back to receiver training. He's like, man, as long as I can run and catch, like I'm always gonna be good. But I disappointed myself in the season, you know. So Calvin really did take accountability, says he's gonna work on it. And if he's gonna do that, then yeah, I want to see him in the Jaguar uniform next year. And fuck that second round pick. So if you feel like it's a waste, that's all I can tell you, man. Just think about it like that. But I think another year in this offense, right? No matter who's calling plays, it's still going to be the same offense. Like let's like make that clear. And the offense isn't going to get better until the interior offensive line gets better. Like Trevor technically, like they went back and they did, they factor in stuff like, oh, this interception wasn't on the quarterback. It was because the receiver dropped the ball, or they lost his possession because Trevor threw the ball, the receiver caught it, and then he fumbled it or he dropped it. Or you know what I'm saying? Or it tipped off his hands and it got intercepted, or whatever. Or the receiver ran the wrong route. Like they went back and they did a new analysis of it, and Trevor was a top 10 quarterback. He was like the sixth best quarterback in the league. So it not saying like Trevor's blameless because he's not. A lot of those fumbles, those are on him. We have like 11 other things by the end of the season.
Way too many.
Way too many, bro. Way too many. So Trevor's got shit he's got to work on too. But I don't think there should be a conversation of does Trevor make this team better? Like if you have to if you have to really have a conversation of is this team better or worse with Trevor Lawrence, and you're on the side and you're like on the fence about it, I don't know what you're watching, bro. I don't know what you're watching. Like I would say you're in your feelings because we lost. And to a degree, you're allowed that because they're yours. You know what I'm saying? You're allowed to be in your feelings, but at some point we have to look at this objectively, right? And we have to look at it as a sport and the business that it is. And Patrick Mahomes, bro, saw what he looked like against Tampa when he had 2 tackles. That's on the outside. That's on the outside. Picture a motherfucker running free up the middle. Picture no push for your running back to be able to do anything. He's still got 1,000 yards. Behind that awful offensive line, Trevor still got 4,000 yards. Behind that awful offensive line, we still had a over 100 catch tight end. Behind that awful offensive line, we still had 1,000-yard receiver with 8 touchdowns.
Well, yeah, that's like we talked about last week. That's why Press Taylor didn't get fired.
Yeah. But you don't necessarily have to fire Press Taylor. You know what I'm saying? You can just take the play calls away from him.
Well,
you know what I'm saying?
No, what I'm saying is they're going to say that there was no issue with the play call because
because of the quality of material he had to work with.
Yeah, because of what happened when the plays that we talked about that were just bad, whatever happened, those plays worked. They worked exactly as they were drawn up. Motherfucker just either dropped the ball, didn't have enough time to get the ball there 100% all the way, or they fumbled. Like, so it sucks, but that the outcome wasn't good. But they're gonna just roll with that. We called the right play.
But I'm over here reading these comments real quick. I don't know who he played for. What school he go to? I'm just assuming he's a college player because I haven't heard of him, but I haven't been keeping up with college. Jason asks, how do y'all feel about moving on from Zay Jones, acquire T. Higgins in the offseason? Trevor also needs a better left guard and center. Maybe there's less fumbles if you're not under pressure 65% of your dropbacks. I mean, yeah, we just said that about the O line. I think I would love to go get T. Higgins, but I think if T. Higgins becomes less of a possibility if you do the scenario where I said they keep Calvin Ridley. So if you keep Calvin Ridley, I doubt you go get T. Higgins because you can't pay both of them and pay Josh Allen. And T. Higgins looking for a bag, right? And unfortunately, Ridley, he's not going to take a Zay Jones deal. I think Zay Jones got 8 million a year. I'm not 100% sure. Illinois defensive tackle. Yeah, bring him, bro. Bring him.
Why would I move on from Allen?
Not Allen. No, you can keep really move on. Move on from Josh Allen. You can't be talking about Josh Allen. You gotta be talking about like Allen Robinson or Allen
Yeah,
Hearns or
yeah,
something,
man, we
right?
already moved on from those Allen.
So we already moved on from them guys. Can't be talking about Josh Allen. Not 17 and a half sack Josh Allen.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know, bro. Can't be talking about that
I'm not getting rid of Josh Allen.
Allen. Yeah, definitely not. He's not as productive as TJ Watt or Miles Garrett. He had like one less sack than TJ Watt, or half a sack less than TJ Watt. Didn't he?
Yeah. Which is like, I mean, I didn't even then. It's like, top 5 edge rusher. That's who you want him to be as productive as the top 5 edge rushers.
Right. He's up there. Yeah. We know he had his rookie season, but he also but again, you have to see who he had, right? In his rookie season, he got 10 and a half sacks, right? Who do you have on the other side? Big Calais Campbell, right? Calais Campbell, who Josh Allen just beat his sack record in Jacksonville, right? Okay, and then after that, he got hurt the very next season. He got hurt. He had the knee injury, remember? And then he comes back and Calais is gone. So he doesn't have any help, right? You get Trayvon Walker. Trayvon Walker doesn't have a breakout, but we all knew that he wasn't going to have a breakout. We were just hoping to see the flashes of give us a reason why he was the #1 pick, right? And he gave you some flashes. But this year, it kind of showed you, okay, hey, I got help on the other side. I mean, dog, they had 27 and a half sacks between them. No other edge rush duo in the league had that many. They led the league as a duo with that. So I mean, when he has help, you know what I'm saying? Like you think TJ Watt ain't got help?
That's what he's saying. He's saying him and Miles Garrett don't have help. Like
That's not true.
like
What?
like those defenses aren't built like
Bruh.
phenomenal. There's help all over the field with those defenses, but okay, I guess.
I mean, I bro, he's tripping, bro. I'm trying to. I can't think of the dude's name, but all right. So look, let's see.
Oh,
What's this? This was still a player postseason. Bitch, I don't want postseason. I want regular season. There we go. TJ Watt had 19 sacks. What the hell is happening? So he was a Josh Allen had a sack and a half less than TJ Watt. Let's see. So he's got Highsmith. That's the dude. He has Highsmith on the other side. Highsmith had 7 sacks. What's their pressures looking like? High, uh, he's got another guy. I don't know who this Robert guy is, but he has 10 tackles for losses, 2.5 sacks. Like he's got help, bro. They got 83, bro. Their entire defense had 83 tackles for losses. Hmm. Hmm. What do the Jaguars have? Let's see. Let's see. Tackle for losses. We had 73. 10 less. We had 10 less tackle for losses, bro. And our team didn't generate as many sacks as Pittsburgh. Like, I don't know, bro. I just how okay, but I tell you what. I tell you what. Let's do this exercise. Besides T.J. Watt and Miles Garrett, and we'll throw Nick Bosa in there. Though Nick Bosa didn't have a good year this year, but we'll put his career on there right now. And Nick Bosa, who's what other top 5, 6 edge rushers are there, bro? You know what I'm saying? Like yeah, you got your boy from Minnesota, but Josh Allen was more productive than him. What's your boy's name from Minnesota, bro? Daniil Hunter. That's it, bro. That's all I'm saying. So what Jay basically said was, bro, he's a top 5 edge rusher. Why wouldn't you want a top 5 edge rusher? I'm just saying. But I included Nick Bosa. You're saying not on year basis, but I included Nick Bosa, and Nick Bosa didn't have a good year this year. But you if we were drafting a team, right? I'm not gonna lie. I'm not gonna lie. Like if I was constructing a team and the choices were Nick Bosa and Josh Allen for for my edge rusher, I'm picking Nick Bosa. Even though he had a down year this year, but his body of work says, hey, I should pick him. That's like that's like saying like you go pick Josh Allen over a healthy Von Miller. You know what I'm saying? Even when Von Miller had like a down year, like his body of work says technically I've been better than you longer. But I think Josh is hitting his stride. I think if you give him the help on the interior, like the interior defense gave you what 3.5 sacks. The interior defense didn't give them shit. It was just him and Trayvon. That's it.
That's it. It was just him and 4-4. They
That's
was
it, bro. And 4-4-8.
yeah.
So fans rejoice about that because I think he's just gonna keep getting better.
Yeah.
But if you allow them to have good interior pressure, like I'm not even talking about an Aaron Donner or Jeffrey Simmons. I'm not even talking about no guy like that. Just somebody that can push a motherfucker backwards, right, and don't allow a quarterback to step up. Don't allow him to step up. If as long as he stays back there and Josh Allen and Trayvon Walker, those guys are on the field. They're so athletic. You know, they always have a shot, bro. They had say Trayvon had about I don't know out of his 10 sacks, I think he had like 4 of them were hustle plays where he ran a motherfucker down. Josh Allen, I think about like 6 or 7 of his were straight up hustle plays where he ran somebody down from behind. You know, like those guys are athletic, but they can't. If a quarterback because they have to rush so wide, right? They have to rush wide and then swoop in unless they're like stunt inside or something like that. But if they just had that interior pressure, that interior pressure to not allow a QB step up, bro, they'd be even more dangerous. Like Josh Allen, maybe you know. Now, obviously, I'm talking hypothetical, but Josh Allen maybe might have been the best pass rusher this year if they had some interior pressure. Because Josh Allen was good. Now I will say this, and this is why I was okay with the Mike Caldwell firing. Like Mike Caldwell had some crazy substitution packages, and he took Trayvon and he took Josh Allen and Trayvon Walker off the field. Your 2 most productive players, you took them off the field, and he'd have like Big Roy and Smoot and Ledbetter and Chase on out there. You know what I'm saying? Like he'd have these crazy ass packages, and then he have Trayvon. Now I don't mind Trayvon dropping in coverage, but I do mind Josh Allen dropping in coverage. He had Josh Allen dropping in coverage way too much, way too much. I didn't like that shit. You know, Josh Allen never. You know, besides against Josh Allen in the Bills game, like I can't really remember any other instance where Josh Allen made a difference in coverage. I can tell you the times he got scored on because he was out there covering. He was covering a tight end. Motherfucker scored on his ass. I can tell you about those times. Yeah. So I mean, you know, again, there's some weird shit going on. The scheme, I like this. Now, don't get me wrong, I like the scheme. I just didn't like some of his coaching decisions. It's the same thing I say about the offense. I love the play calls. I don't have a problem with the play calls. I have a problem with the situational play calling, right? I have a problem with you know, and I understand like you're handcuffed. You don't feel like you can run the ball, but we're on the goal line. It, dog, you just gotta try them. Let Travis Etienne make it. You know, let's push a pile. Let's do a tush push. You know what I'm saying? Something. Try something, bro. But
The
you
Jag,
know,
the Jag drag.
the jag drag. Yeah,
Just drag Trevor across. Oh, man.
yeah. So, um, but you know, again, hopefully in the offseason they get that fixed, man. They get that fixed. Um, you know, now here's a question that I haven't heard anybody ask. Are we got to be looking at another kicker? We got to, right?
Yeah.
Because Brandon McMahon is shit the bed at the end. It's real easy for me to say because I'm still salty on the fact that all we needed was one game. One of those games, that's all we needed. And I think back and I just think of the kicks that he missed.
I mean, he kicked how the team played. Like he ended up kicking exactly how the offense, especially down the stretch, how the offense played. It just
Yeah, but he's one person. He's more expendable than you know what I'm saying. Yeah. So yeah, I'm thinking we have to explore a new kicker, man. And I was excited. I was personally excited Brandon McManus.
Yeah.
You know, and in the beginning of the year, you know, really up until what? What was the first game he missed? What was the first
I'm not sure the first game he missed the kick, but
was was it the Niners?
I mean, I'm pretty sure he missed in that game.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
he wasn't good. He was good for a while, but it
Yeah.
got away from him, man. I don't know what the
At
hell.
bare minimum, you bring somebody in and you have a competition. Because you paid him. We paid him $8
He
$8
missed
million,
seven,
bro.
he missed 7 field goals this year.
$8 million, bro.
And
Hey,
he didn't miss any extra points, but he missed 7 field goals.
yeah. It's crazy, man. It's just crazy. So to recap, I feel a lack of waiting to use Antonio Johnson hurt. We didn't wait till he was
He
hurt,
was
bro.
hurt.
Yeah, he had a hamstring. He got a hamstring in preseason.
He missed his first kick against Houston, and then he didn't miss again until Houston, and then missed Cincinnati. That was it.
Yeah. So Houston.
Yeah.
But excuse me. But the real kicking problem didn't happen until the Cincinnati game, right? Technically.
Yeah. Well, he missed the one. Well, yeah. Well, he missed. He was 50%.
Right. But no, Antonio Johnson's gonna be a beast, bro. And once he was healthy, he was out there.
I'm about to say he the only person. He the only person that scored against San Francisco.
Devin Lloyd needs to be more consistent going forward too. He's way too up and down. I agree. So I agree with you only from the fact that it seemed like the game sped up for him towards the end of the year. And I don't know if that was because there was just a sense of urgency because the offense couldn't score at times, or because the defense was just getting pounded. You know, those games when they allowed fucking teams to put up 30, 24 plus on them. So, but in the beginning of the year, he looked really, really fast. He looked, you know, like he got it. He knew where he was supposed to be, and he was there. A person caught the ball, and wherever they caught it, they didn't go nowhere else. You saw a lot of that in the beginning of the season. But yeah, I agree with you. He did taper off. Jason says, now do we move on from Jenkins? That's hard because Jank flourished in this Mike Caldwell defense. He wasn't that good in I can't remember buddy's name.
Talking the previous D coordinator?
Yeah, the one with Bevel and them. Herbs and Bevel.
Oh, I don't know. No, I forgot.
Because remember he came in with Shaq Griffin.
Yeah, but yeah, I remember
in that free agency class.
They brought in Charlie Strong, but he wasn't the D coordinator. He was
no, he was like the linebackers coach or something like that.
Fuck everybody.
Damn, I can't think of his name. But I feel like he went to Baltimore after us. But anyway, he wasn't good in that defense. But Mike Caldwell's defense, the way he utilized them, he flourished and had some of his best seasons. So the question is, do you let him, because he still got one more year on his deal. So the question is, do you let him play out that last year and see if he melts with whoever the new defensive coordinator is, or do you just cut your losses And you know, see the thing is, man, you're either gonna have to bring in another free agent safety, or they're gonna have to draft one. And I know a lot of people think, well, why don't they just put Antonio Johnson there? But I really think that they like Antonio Johnson in the nickel spot. I really think they like him in the nickel spot, and I don't think they want to move him. Trey Herndon's still going to be here, but he'll be the backup
Yeah, remember
next year.
we got some draft picks that got hurt this year that didn't get to play. That
Right. That we didn't get to see nothing from too. You're right.
probably gonna have to. They're gonna have to step up.
Yeah.
Y'all draft picks, bro. Ventrell, Hallett, like guys are gonna have to come back healthy and step up.
Yeah. Andrew, he's productive in limited fashion. You know, he's a hustler. You know what I'm saying? Like he's got the hustle energy. That's the type of shit that's gonna keep him in the league, right? He's just always gonna come to work. He's gonna work hard. He's gonna hustle.
Yeah,
He's got a great attitude.
He's never gonna get a big ass contract,
Right.
but he's gonna.
But yeah, you're not gonna get the same production out of Andrew Winger that you got.
He's captain, bro.
That you got out of Rayshawn. Can't pay them all. You already paid. No, you already paid Jane, bro. You already paid Jane. They restructured his contract. Wait a minute. Hold on. He came with Shaq, and Shaq was that the 21 season? Oh yeah, you're right. No, his contract is up. This is third year. Damn, yeah. You're right. Yeah. We probably move on from Jane. Yeah, we probably move on from Jane. You're right. I wasn't thinking it was 2021 when he got here. So he would have the 21 season, the 22 season, and now the 23 season. Because he only had 3-year deal. We have to get bigger up front inside of DT. Yeah, that's what we were talking about earlier.
Well, he has a base
Drop
salary.
Jenkins and go and get Snead.
He got a base salary $8
I
million.
like that. I like that, Joe. I like that. I like Snead.
You don't like him for $8 million?
Huh?
I mean, Jake is here. He got a contract for this year.
For 2024?
Yeah, $8 million. Signing bonus too.
He got he had a 3-year contract, right?
4-year contract.
Okay. I thought it was 3.
4 years, $35 million.
Yeah, if he's still under contract, then yeah, I stick to what I said earlier. I think he probably keep him.
He got $3 million this year. Last year he got 9 that was with the signing bonus. But this past year he only got 3. So next year he's due to make 10. Cap hit like 8.5.
No. That is that updated? Because they did restructure. So he got a lot of money up front.
He might have got
Does it say anything about the restructure of it?
No. Hold on. It is in 2024. Jingles are on a base salary $8 million.
Yeah.
I'm on spot track.
I got you. Hey, Facebook user, sorry we don't know who you are, but if that's real, I believe it. The man got you 12. He got you what? 3 12-win seasons?
3 11-win seasons.
It was 11 wins?
No, I'm saying there was at least 11 wins. I don't think he got the 12.
Yeah. But well, I know he got the 12 this year.
Yeah, this year, but I'm saying every other year, I don't think he got there.
Yeah. But they just stuck in the playoff, bro. Like that's just what it is. They stuck in the playoffs. I don't know if any coach could get them over that hump, man. But I do think that Mike McCarthy has brought out the best in Dak Prescott in that offense.
Mm-hmm.
So I mean, Jerry Jerry, I feel like Jerry would be stupid to fire him, but let's see. Again, Facebook user says the Jaguars could save 57 mil in 2024 cap space by releasing Sheriff, Aluakun, Robinson, Fadakasi, Jenkins, and Williams. Could go for a reset of a lot of the pricey players on this roster if they so choose. Well, that's a lot of roster turnover. It's a lot of roster turnover that you're either going to have guys that you drafted fill in those positions, go draft somebody to fill in those positions, or pay somebody, which negates the 57 million that you're saving because you have to go pay somebody to fill those positions. Definitely not letting Aluakon go. Definitely not letting Darius Williams go anywhere. Definitely at this point, the way the offensive line is, definitely not letting Cam go anywhere. Yeah, bro. I get what you're saying. Yes, that's a possibility, but yeah, bro, you got to keep. Fadakasi is out of here.
Yeah.
Let me bring this back up real quick because I want to see who else he said. Sheriff is should be out of here.
Yeah.
We need to either have like Cooper Hodges or somebody be healthy next year to step up and take his place, or you draft his replacement. And Fadakasi is definitely out of here. Out of all of the outside of like Shaq Griffin, outside of all the free agents signings, he was the most disappointing. Fadakasi was the most
Army, the Navy, the greatest is Jimmy and Keenan, the ultimate package. Ooh.
like if you want to say like they wasted money on somebody, you would definitely say that for Fadakasi. I can't say that for Brandon Sheriff because last year Brandon Sheriff played like a dog even when he was hurt. This year you could just tell that the hurt was really too much for him, man. It seemed like it took. I don't know how closely some of y'all watch the games, but it seemed like it took him like 3 to 4 to 5 seconds every time he was on the ground to get back up. It seemed like it took him a long time. Go down to this next one. Who's better, Stroud or Lawrence? I mean, this year Stroud. But I'm gonna put this into perspective for people, right? Like, listen, I'm not gonna take anything away from the kid. I like Stroud. In Madden, I drafted Stroud #1 overall. When I lost my Madden league and I had the first round, the #1 pick, I drafted Stroud. Right? Like, I thought he was a good player at Ohio State, right? But listen, Mac Jones had a really good rookie season. What is he doing right now? What's Mac Jones doing right this second? So like you don't know. Like I would have to see because in 2021 people were saying Mac Jones was a better quarterback than Trevor Lawrence. Now you can't even a motherfucker will laugh you out the room if you try to make that argument. Like, are you fucking serious, bro? Mac Jones doesn't even play. He doesn't even play football right now. I think he like holds towels or something.
I don't even play football.
Right. So this year, if we're just talking about this year, Stroud is obviously better than Trevor. Trevor had a bad year, but he played above his bad team, if that makes sense. He played above his bad team, but at the end of the year, at the end of the day, he had too many glaring mistakes that are strictly on him.
Yep.
So center is probably our most important need. Yes, we love to have Cedric Van Pran from Georgia if he's there at 17, which he could be. So I'm be honest with you, bro. If we go get another center, we shouldn't draft one. We should just pay for one. Go out, pay for a veteran. Somebody that you already have tape on that you know is big and strong. Because listen, it's not that Luke Fortner is a bad football player. He's not a bad football player. Like on those runs where he gets to like finesse and get out and run, get out in open space and block and shit, he's really good. You know what I'm saying? But the fact is that he's slightly too tall. He's light in the ass. Well, I'm not gonna say he's light in the ass because he's still 300 pounds, right? But he's slightly too tall.
Who?
Luke Fortner.
I thought he was like 280.
Huh.
I mean, I know that.
I think he's like just at 300, like he's like 301 or 302 or something like that. I'm on the Jaguars thing. Let's see.
I think they had him at like 320, but
center Luke Fortner.
maybe 310. Well,
307. They got him at 307. Yeah. But he's six. Look, he's as tall as our fucking quarterback, bro. He's 6'6", playing center. Like he should be like 6'3", really no taller than 6'4". You know what I'm saying? So he can't get good leverage, right? And bro, I'm not saying you're weak. I say this all the time, Luke. I'm not saying you're weak, bro, but you're not strong enough. You're not strong enough, and you lose the leverage battle because you got these 6'2", 6'3", pure nose tackles just popping your ass and knocking you straight backwards, bro. Can't do nothing. So I think yeah, if you want to go get another center in the draft, but he's a project. He's not somebody that you're gonna put on the field. I think you keep Luke, right? You keep Luke, but you go and go pay for a veteran center that he has the right measurables. Go pay for him, get him in here, and now you have a solid anchor. Luke Fortner can get stronger. That's a possibility. He can gain weight and he can get stronger. That's a possibility. He can't get shorter. He can't do that. So now he has to work on better technique. And he can't do that. He can't do that being the starting center for the Jacksonville Jaguars. But he can do that being the backup or like or well, I don't want to call him a swing tackle, but you know what I'm saying? Being the backup center or backup offensive lineman, maybe you could put him on guard.
Put on 20, 30 pounds and kick him at guard.
Yeah.
6'6" guard swing. But
yeah, I mean, even being 6'6", he'd be a good tackle, height wise. Yeah. Now I don't know what his wingspan is. He doesn't say on here. Or it might say it in his bio. No, I don't say it. But anyway, the point is Luke Fortner doesn't need to be the starter next year. You need to go. In my opinion, they should just pay somebody. The rookie or the already on the roster talent should take over your right guard spot. I think you give Ezra some kind of contract, nothing crazy, but bring him back. Let Cam finish out his contract, right? You're straight with Anton on the right tackle position, and let it go from there. Like maybe Luke Fortner takes the place of Tyler Shatley, and you move on from Tyler Shatley. Though to me, Tyler Shatley is a great backup plan, but just because he can play so many positions on the line. So I'd be kind of wary of getting rid of good help. Cam Robinson will stay for sure. The bulkiest GM, every one of these players will return with the exception of Father Cassidy. No, they won't. They won't. We're in a bind. We have to trust we can get young talent or be the same team next year. There is no in between. I'm not going to argue that. Yeah, I want to get rid of Foye Williams or Cam. Just saw this on X from Jordan DeLugo. Jordan DeLugo, listen, I've almost seen Jordan DeLugo get beat up like twice. like, like Jordan DeLugo, like, look, Gen X Jag. Listen, I love your content. I fought with you, dog. But sometimes, and you know this, sometimes you be talking out of pocket and you be saying some like wild shit. Right? You be putting some wild shit out there, like the players and shit don't read that shit or don't hear it. You gotta stop doing that, brother. Uh, those people, I laughed at them. Then everyone knew Max Jones was a system player. Better O line in Houston. That's why Stroud was better. They gelled. Remember, see, okay, so like people want to say, um, Stroud was the most sacked quarterback. And no, he got sacked like 17 times between weeks 1 and 2. And then they had all these they had all these O line changes, and they ended up melding real good, and the protection got better, right? But I'm gonna say this. I'm gonna say this about C.J. Stroud. C.J. Stroud creates his own pockets. He moves in pockets that other quarterbacks would have got sacked in or would have been bailed out of. So I will give him that, dog. I will give him that. Like he has some really good pocket footwork. Um, Also, look at Hurts was MVP runner up 2022, but not really as good in 2023. Teams will adjust to Stroud as well. Yeah, yeah, I agree. I agree with that too. But yo, listen, Jaguar fans, if you think we're upset, talk about like we had a complete fucking meltdown. The Eagles, damn dog, what the fuck happened? Damn, homie. In high school, you was the man, homie. The fuck happened to you? Fuck. Yo, man. I don't know, bro. That Eagle shit was crazy. Uh, oh, verse. I like the Keon. Okay, so in a pure football, because I'm a Gator fan, but in a pure football, I love the game of football. Jared Verse over Keon Cole, and I like Keon Coleman. I like him. I like the receiver, but Jared Verse because I also feel like if Josh Allen or Trayvon Walker is off the field, you need somebody like you needed somebody like Abdullah. You know what I'm saying to step up. Now Chase on played better this year. He played better, but that's not what you want behind. You know what I'm saying? Like you don't want that shit behind your premier pass rusher. You want somebody who's gonna give you that production, that steady production, game in and game out. And there's not a severe drop off. And to be honest, the talent level between Trayvon Walker and Dewan Smoot, when Smoot was out there by himself compared to Trayvon being out there by himself, the athleticism and the talent drop off is tremendous. And the same thing goes between Josh Allen and Caleb Chase. So, you gotta upgrade that. I don't think Smoot's coming back. And I like Big Smoot. I don't think Smoot's coming back. Jason's probably not going to come back. But they are going to be trying to rely on some of these draftees, i.e. Abdullah, who we just talked about. But definitely Jared Verse, though, Joe. Just to get some more depth in on off the edge. Jason says there aren't any free agent centers available that are much better. We would have to trade for one at the least, and for some reason, the Jags front office is obsessed with Fortner. I mean, so this is what I think. I think Doug Peterson doesn't talk bad about his players. I think he's one of those coaches. Like he'll confront. He's one of those people. Like if I have a problem, I'm just going to confront you and tell you we're not going to make it. We're not going to put on a show for the world, right? So I think Doug Peterson talks in coach speak, and he's very selective with his word choice. He's very politically correct by not pointing out the, you know what I'm saying? Yeah, like even when they're like instead of saying Trevor played bad, there's always a polite way that he says it because he's not going to sit up there and talk bad about his players, right? But again, they watch film. They watch film. Is there good things about Luke Fortner? Absolutely, there's good things about Luke Fortner, but those good things don't amount to the important things that we need from Luke Fortner. And if you think that they don't see that on tape, then you're crazy. But I do think that they believe that what I said earlier was that, but he can gain weight. This is in the realm of possibility for him to do. He can gain weight and he can get stronger, right? So if you add that to how smart he is and the finesse game that he has, if those two things can happen and it melds into his game, then he'd be a much better center. And that's kind of the line of thinking. But they know they have to do something about it. Man, listen, we got to stop. Let me say this, man. We got to stop looking at players and see them go to another team and then they do something well at that other team. And then it's like, oh, why didn't we use this person? Because I guarantee you, now I'm not saying he'd be a superstar, but if you put Kayvon Chase on, for example, has been playing out of position the whole time he's been at Jacksonville. He should have been playing. He should have been playing an outside linebacker role like Telvin Smith played in that defense. In a pure 4-3 defense, he should be one of your outside linebackers. Not somebody who's rushing the passer and like he can rush the passer, but that's not what he didn't really even do that in college, right? That he's been out there trying to do something that's not what he did because they're trying to fit a circle in a triangle hole. You get what I'm saying? But if he goes to another defense that's like a pure 4-3 defense and he can get that outside linebacker role, I would almost bet anybody that he would look like a totally different player. And then people be like, oh, think of, okay, perfect example, Reggie Nelson. You draft Reggie Nelson, right? You have him. You try to put him as like a system safety when he's really like his game was really when he was at Florida, it was really like more free range. Like he got to make the decisions where he was going to go. Now you're putting him in a system, and you got rid of Double D. You got rid of Donovan Darius, somebody who could have took Reggie Nelson under his wing and helped the young man along, right? Reggie Nelson leaves here. He goes to the Raiders. I'm sorry, not the Raiders. He goes to the Bengals. He goes to the Bengals and fucking balls out. And everybody's like, oh, why couldn't he do that there? Quincy Williams with the Jets. He sucked. He wasn't good, bro. He wasn't good here. But it was something about going to the Jet system. He gives credit to playing alongside C.J. Mosley. You know what I'm saying? Like and
his brother,
and his brother's there, Quinn, and his brother's there, and his brother's a baller,
big baller.
Quincy's the runt. Quincy's like the runt of their family when it comes to like big strong football player. Like it's crazy, bro. But he gets around certain things, and that allows him to excel. So it's going to make me sound hyperbole, but if we had C.J. Mosley and Quentin Williams on our team, then Quincy would be the shit too here in Jacksonville.
Yeah.
If we ran that scheme. But we got to stop doing that. We got to stop saying, oh, well, this player went over here and it's so much. Dallas did the same shit to us. Dallas didn't even want Jimmy Smith. We got Dallas, we got Jimmy Smith in a free agency because they
Hey, my team's the Army, the Navy, the greatest is Jimmy and Keenan, the ultimate package. Ooh.
nobody knew Jimmy Smith was gonna come over here and be that motherfucker. Nobody knew that shit. Not even Dallas fans. They're like, man, this motherfucker can't stay healthy, bitch. Right? Comes over to Jacksonville and fucking balls out. Balls the fuck out, bro. He's behind. Listen, of all time, he's behind two receivers when it comes to number of 1,000-yard seasons. You know who those two receivers are, bro? Yes.
For me, yeah, I know.
Yeah. Huh?
I said, yeah, I know.
You gonna say him?
Oh no, I didn't think I was under quiz. I thought you were just.
I'm saying. So somebody's got to answer. Somebody's got to answer.
Yeah, answer your question. Yeah, answer your question.
Yeah.
Just say it. Yeah, I know who they are.
Bro, Jerry Rice and T.O., bro. Jerry Rice and T.O. Oh, by the way, hey, who T.O. trained under and played with him before he went to Dallas? Remind me again? Oh, it was Jerry Rice. Like, come on, man. Like, nobody knew that Jimmy Smith was going to be that guy. He just came over to Jacksonville. He had the opportunity. He got healthy. He may have dabbled in a couple other things, right? That helped him out a little bit. But at the end of the day, bro, he became that dude. So, yeah, bro. I hate that. I'm sorry, Facebook user. I just hate that, dog. I just hate that shit, dog.
You are now in the mix with the man and Teal.
Oh my
Joe, Cap, bro.
I'm high.
Why? I can see that. Why, Joe? What's up with Joe, man? Joe, you're trying to take the context of a conversation and fit it into a different narrative. It's definitely not the same thing we were talking about. It's definitely not the same thing. I said when he has a pocket, he's that motherfucker. It's the gist of what I said. I would have to pull up the tape to give you verbatim what I said that day.
I don't know. I can't remember.
Yeah.
I can't remember from last week. I know what you said today.
But yeah, no, I'm just saying the type of you have to go back and look. I mean, I don't know how much CJ Stroud, Houston Texans football you've seen this year, but if you just go back and just see some of his pockets, I mean, really just look at some of his last games and look at some of his pockets, and he doesn't really have one. It's just so he's almost like a boxer, bro. The way he moves around that pocket, it's actually kind of fascinating. But he holds on to the ball too long, in my opinion, and he doesn't bail out of plays. Like there's times that he could have just took the check down or took off running, and he didn't because he's like, hey, if I can stay up here long enough, one of my guys is going to get wide the fuck open because the back end can only cover for so long. But yeah, man, not cool,
bro. But yeah, bro. I mean, that's all I have.
Nobody does, bro. Nobody else it has pocket. There's nobody else in the league right now. There's nobody else, not even Lamar Jackson. If we're gonna even talk like maybe similar skill sets, not even Lamar Jackson has feet work like this dude. I haven't seen a quarterback have feet work like that. I haven't seen any quarterback in the league have feet work like this dude. In the muddy ass pockets that he be having, dog. I'm not even talking about just standing in there and taking the hit to throw the ball. I'm saying he plants his feet in places I didn't think it was possible for a person to plant their feet.
Yeah.
or when I say plant, at least put his bounce. You know what I'm saying? Like stay up, stay with his bounce. Like he puts his feet places where I feel like other quarterbacks would, oh, that motherfucker way too close type shit. You know what I'm saying?
All right.
So
Well, that's pretty much. I don't know. That's pretty much what I got for the Jags, bro. I want to
yeah,
touch on some of this playoff stuff real quick, and then try to get out of here.
go ahead, bro.
We had Cleveland, Houston. Houston beat the fuck out of Cleveland. They play Baltimore next week or this week. We had Kansas City and Miami. Kansas City beat the fuck out of Miami. They take on the winner between Buffalo and Pittsburgh. Buffalo beat the dog shit out of Pittsburgh. So that'll be a good game. Kansas City now Kansas City still got to be on the road. Patrick Mahomes' first ever road playoff game. We'll see how that goes.
Yeah.
You talked about the Eagles earlier.
Oh,
They got
they're on the
destroyed.
couch. They're on the couch with us.
They got destroyed by Tampa Bay, who will be taking on. Tampa Bay will be playing Detroit, which
In Detroit.
which that game was. You watched that game, right?
Which one? The Detroit game?
Yeah, the Detroit game.
Yeah, I watched it.
That was a really good game. To me, that was the best
Yeah,
game.
that was the best game. That was the best game
That was the best
to
game.
me. Yeah, that was the best game.
It was the closest, and it was just to me it was the most just back and forth, fucking.
Yeah, because
pull up,
Kansas City.
we're going crazy. Like
Yeah, yo,
everybody.
that was past. I listen. So it's funny because I actually kind of want Detroit to win. I like to see Detroit go all the way because I relate to Detroit. You know, Detroit hasn't done shit. You know, they've been a bad team for a long time. And even though we've been in the league for a short time, obviously not as long as Detroit, um, you know, we've had a lot more losing seasons than winning seasons, just
I
like
mean, yeah,
them.
bro. That's the second playoff win that I've been alive for. I think, bro. Well, it may have been the
Yeah.
third, but that's the shit. It's been forever.
Right. So, yeah, man. But they robbed. That should have been pass interference on Puka, bro. On that third down throw.
Yeah.
Yeah, that should have been pass interference, dog.
Then we had the biggest ass kicking of the weekend, which the final score didn't really show that, but the biggest ass kicking of the weekend.
The Packers, bro.
Packers, bro. The Packers, bro. They sat.
Packers. Pack that ass.
Bro, Jordan Love sat for a series, had to come back in just to seal the deal, but they beat the fuck out of the Cowboys. Jesus.
Bro, they beat the shit out of the Cowboys. See, that was the problem with all the rest of the games, bro. Now, well, so the Houston game was kind of close at first, but then they came out of the half and Houston took off. But all the rest of the games, dog.
It was 5 blowouts.
No. I'm saying if you like just watching the game, the first half of the Houston game was a close game.
Yeah.
But after the first half when they came back, Houston just blew the doors off them boys. But all the rest of the games, the Packer game, the Bills game, the Kansas City game, like bro, they were up 2-3 scores before the half.
Yeah,
on these guys. Say that again.
I said they were up firmly. Like most of those games, was up on them.
Yeah,
it was over.
Yeah. So,
but like I said, it's a good slate of games this week. Like I said, we got Houston, Baltimore, Kansas City, Buffalo. Green Bay takes their team on the road to San Fran.
Yeah.
They say Tampa Bay has to go to Detroit. Did you hear the question? Did you hear the question that somebody asked that this
Yeah,
lady?
that dumbass shit. That dumbass.
Lady
They asked Tom Bowles. That's Tom Bowles. What are you gonna do about the cold weather? 5 below. Todd's like,
in Detroit. He was
play.
like, well,
We play indoors, so I
and
think
it's
we'll
so
be
funny
okay.
because like because you know with the weather and what you could indoor, and I was like, damn, she actually said indoor. I know she didn't say indoors, but she said
No,
indoor.
indoor. Yeah,
I
yeah,
understand, but it's just so funny because she said that,
right,
and he was like, well, we're playing indoors.
right.
They have a dome. And I was like, bro, because that shit, bro. Well, yeah, she could have got, she could have lost some her press pass if
She
I would
probably did. She
have answered
probably.
that question because I would have been like, uh, do you know that every game, it's a like, are you asking for like the travel or are you talking about like during like playing in the game? Like, will the weather affect us playing actually in the game? Like, yeah, I might have played around with it for a little bit.
Yeah,
I might not have been that direct.
yeah. Nah. He's probably trying to spare her, dog. But yeah, that was a dumbass. That shit was dumb as fuck. But I need Baltimore. I need Baltimore to beat that ass, dog. I need Baltimore to fucking spank Houston. I need that to be a blowout. I don't need that to be a good game. I need that to be a blowout. You know, I want Houston to be utterly crushed. It's just how I feel, bro. I want them to be utterly crushed, bro. I don't want
Yeah, for some reason, I think the Bills. I think the Bills finally. I think they finally get over on the Chiefs.
and the Chiefs. Yeah,
Yeah. I mean, it's Patrick Mahomes, so I think he's gonna do everything he can. I just don't know if they're good enough.
right.
Um,
I
but
mean, Ravens Niners, bro. That's what I'm saying. Raven Niners
yeah,
Super Bowl. Like, that's what it looks like. The Niners look like the best team in the NFC. The Ravens look like the best team in the AFC. And
like I
they
said,
they get
look, hey, the Niners broke. The Niners broke us.
mhm,
The Niners broke the Eagles.
mm,
They shit. The only team they really couldn't do nothing with was Baltimore.
was
But,
Baltimore.
but they in the lab trying to cook up. Which I mean, I
Yeah, but
know.
they got Mark Andrews. They got Mark Andrews coming back. They already opened up his 21-day window. But my only thing is like, damn, dog, you bring Mark Andrews back. Is that gonna fuck up anything because you developed such a good chemistry with Isaiah Likely?
I mean, no, you do what's best for the team. But then right now, if Mark Andrews has to be the second option at tight end, I think you put him in there with you work him back because he's not 100%. But at the same
Right.
time, when he gets in there, he's gonna demand
Attention,
attention,
definitely.
and Isaiah likely is still gonna be running tight end one routes where he can get open. You know what I'm saying? Where he's running right up that seam where he's
Yeah.
100%. Like, and he's fat. Like he's fat. He's gonna get up out of there, dog.
Right.
So
Yeah.
I think they keep how everything how it is, and they just work them in.
That would be the smart thing to do. But sometimes there are politics involved in this shit.
Yeah,
Motherfuckers
but when you
paychecks
try
and
to
egos and shit.
when you this close to the Super Bowl, yeah, I think Buddy already won one. He knows what time it
Yeah.
is.
Listen, I feel you. I agree with you. But we also understand reality and how these things work sometimes.
Yeah,
Regardless, like they transcend logic and what makes sense. So, but nah, bro. I
but
I
that's the but
personally, I
that's
just
the sign. But that's the sign of a championship team. Pride, like who's gonna put their pride to the side? Like because even right now, Mark Andrews, I don't think Mark Andrews is selfish enough as a football player you know what I'm saying, to jeopardize his team from being the best they can.
mm.
Like, yeah, you
Well,
want to
it's
help.
not. It's not that. It's not that. What I'm saying is okay. You put Mark Andrews. So think of this too, right? If Mark Andrews and Isaiah Likely are both on the field,
Yeah.
now Lamar has to make a decision on who to get the ball to, right? Like who he looks at first. And depending on if he looks at Mark first, well, you may be leaving a better opportunity with Isaiah that you could have had if you would, because if Mark wasn't on the field, you would have been looking at Isaiah first. You get what I'm saying?
Yeah.
It's just those little nuances, man. It's just those little nuances, man. Joe, see, bro, that's what I'm saying, bro. Why is Joe your friend? Like, why is Joe your friend, bro? I don't understand this. Joe be coming with the wildest shit. If Houston beat Baltimore, man, bruh, no.
I mean, but you acting like these things are out. That's something that's out of the realm of possibility.
It's not out of the realm of possibility, but bro,
Yeah.
fuck that. I don't even think about that shit. I don't even think about that shit, bro. You talk about it out loud. A pox on you, sir. This is crazy, man. Damn, dog. Bro, do you know how much my heart would hurt if fucking they beat Baltimore?
Nah, see, that's it's not gonna hurt me none, bro. It's
That's
our
gonna hurt
fault.
my heart.
The thing is, cause you were talking about earlier, but you was going, so I was just letting you go. But bro, we fumbled the shit.
Yeah, no, I agree with you,
It's
bro.
not like they took it. It's not even that they took it. We fumbled the shit. That is, I'm purely upset at us. I'm not upset at nobody else other than the Jacksonville Jaguars. That's the only team I'm upset at right now. If we didn't fumble our shit up and just fuck everything up, we'd be fine. We wouldn't have to worry about Houston. No, everybody, all these people play. Fuck all of that. I mean, Houston would have got in on the wild card, but still, if we, bro, we should have been handled business and been took care of that shit. That's why I was agent pessimism for a few weeks because I seen that shit coming, dog. Like this shit, they was playing like ass. So
Right.
we just, bro, it's not to me. I don't. It's not. It'll suck if some. You know what I'm saying? If the shit happens, but it's ain't nothing they did. Ain't nothing really that they can do this year is gonna be like, oh, I'm hurting because
I'm just telling you, dog. Like them
we-
going farther and farther in the playoffs, bro. I do not want to hear that shit. Like you already got to hear that. Yeah, you know, we pulled y'all move. We
yeah,
backdoored the division.
we wouldn't have did. But that's the thing. We wouldn't have did what the fuck they did against Cleveland. We wouldn't have put up 45 points. That's not what we do. So that wouldn't have helped. You know what I'm saying? That wouldn't have helped.
I feel you, dog. I feel you. Bro, listen. I'm not a hater, but let me hate, bro. Let me, you know what I'm saying? Like this is good for me. This is good. Let me get this out my system. Fuck them motherfuckers, dog.
All right, bro. I'm will be smoking on Jaguar pack all off season.
You know. All right, bro. You're right. I kind of did go on a rant, but I appreciate the participation in the chat, man. As always, man. It's always love. It's always fun talking to you guys.
Yeah,
But yeah, I did kind of go off on a rant. This show was actually supposed to be like 45 minutes long because there's no Jaguar football. Wallowing in our misery right now. But that's all I got, bro.
little therapy session. That's all right, man.
Yeah, that's all I got. But it's it's
That's
always fuck the Titans, but it's definitely fuck the Texans right now.
So,
Definitely fuck the Texans.
but yeah, bro. You want to give predictions on the game?
No, man, I don't want to get no fucking predictions. No, man. Fuck the
You already said Baltimore gonna win.
Yeah, that's my prediction. Like I'm not giving score, but I'm not doing that.
I'm not talking about. I don't care about scores. I'm just talking about.
Well, just know all the way, no matter how it falls. I'm saying Baltimore and 49ers.
Okay.
I would like to see Detroit in there. And the crazy thing is like no matter who gets in there, I think Baltimore's already beaten them.
I'm saying Baltimore and Green Bay. I like Jordan Love, bro. Let's see what Jordan Love got going on, man. Definitely
I
was
don't know.
going on.
They're playing the Niners in San Fran, right? No, I like the Niners.
Yeah, they're playing
I like the Niners unless like Brock Purdy like shits the bed.
Mm-hmm.
I like the Niners when Bulky are going to have that first round pick. I don't know. I don't know. I don't know, dog. I hope it's soon though.
Yeah.
I hope it's soon because motherfuckers got to come up. I will say this and I'll end it on this. They got to tell me something. Like they got to start telling me something. Like so I can start forming a picture of what it is we're trying to do.
Yeah, for real.
You know, now I like how I will say this too. I like how they just haven't just picked a defensive coordinator. You know what I'm saying? They're out there doing these interviews, and I really feel like they're doing their due diligence on this.
Yeah.
So
But I definitely want to hear something because I'm gonna make sure
yeah.
that there's no money on the account that they're trying to pull money off of on the 20th for these season tickets. Oh, I want to hear something from somebody.
Right. But hey, man, we appreciate y'all. We appreciate y'all. Appreciate y'all. Appreciate y'all.
As
Hey, man,
always.
you know what you can do to help us? Hit that like button, hit that share button, follow and turn on those notifications. So anytime we drop something, you can drop in and hang with us. You feel me? You know what it is. We keep it real. We keep it till. But that said, that is your host, the cannabis analyst, Agent J. And you are rocking with your boy J to the I to the MBO. And we are out of here.
You are now in the mix with the man and Teal.